You're going to make a tessellation tile, and you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need to make sure you've got some sticky tape. Okay. You need a grey lead pencil. You'll need a permanent marker, a little bit of blue tack, and I'll show you that in a minute. Just a little bit of blue tack. I'll can this out. Oops. Just grab that. And you'll need a pair of scissors. So you need a tiny little bit of blue tack, really tiny bit of blue tack, and a pair of scissors. Okay, I'm going to stick that on here so I don't lose it. Alright, so you're going to take one of these little cards. They're cut from a box, so pick a side. I'm going to pick the side that's got the printing on it. Okay, so if you've got writing on the back of your square, that's the side you're going to colour in, because you want one side completely white because you want to see the difference. So grab one of these permanent markers, doesn't matter which colour. You don't even have to do a good colouring in job. We just need to see, and hopefully you're working on the back of your visual diary when you do this, so you don't do that to my tables. So just cover that, so that side's a colour and that side's white. So now we're going to cut this, we're going to cut one cut, we're going to cut a shape out of this in one cut, so we have two separate shapes. You can't sort of start cutting and then stop and then trim a bit off. Remember, when we're cutting too, scissors point and we turn the cardboard. So I'm just cutting that shape. Okay, when I put them together, they fit together perfectly. I'm going to flip this over. See how they fit together perfectly? There's no gaps. Alright? It doesn't have to be a complicated shape. This is still going to look good. It's still going to work. So what I'm going to do now, we've got a square. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it around this side. So see, we've got the shape here in negative space, and then we've got the shape here. And you can stick it on wherever you like, as long as the bits don't hang over the edge, and as long as the pieces are together. We don't want to see any gaps between them like that. They've got to be sitting right and close up together. Now here's the tricky bit. You want to take off a tiny bit of sticky tape, not too much. Push them together. Put the sticky tape on this side. Okay, and I like to put another bit of sticky tape on the other side, otherwise it's going to keep doing this all the time, which is really annoying. So it's just a little bit. See, it's just about my finger's width underneath, and we tear across. Don't pull down for the sticky tape. So I've done that side. Let's do a bit this side. Okay, that stops it from wiggling a bit. You've just made your first tessellation tile. How cool is that? And you can see there's no gaps in that joint. It's perfect. There's no light coming through. See how the joint's perfect? There shouldn't be any gaps. We took the piece from here, put it over here. Alright, go off and do that, and then I'm going to show you how we draw with this and make a cool pattern. Alright, so we're going to be doing a small drawing. Now, where's that blue tack? Here we go. You want that little bit of blue tack. And I'll hand these out. You want to break that in two. Put one up one end and one up the other end. And that's to stop this wiggling around when you're trying to draw it. So just drop that in the middle. Doesn't matter where. Anywhere is okay. Put it down with the blue tack. Get a nice sharp, this probably isn't sharp enough, so make sure you've got a sharp grey lead. And what you're going to do, and this isn't going to move because it's blue tacked, you're going to lightly trace around it. And you can move your paper to make it easier. Alright. Try not to shoot off the edges, so don't push hard when you're tracing. Okay. So there's my first tracing. Take this off. How cool is that? Okay, now because this is tessellation, this fits together like a jigsaw puzzle. You see that? Okay. So slide that in there. If you lift that up, the pencil, the grey lead pencil, is just going to sit just underneath. And I'm lining up the grey lead here and the grey lead here. Okay. So in like that. Let's do, and it doesn't matter if these sides don't match up. Okay, turn it around. You see how I've always got my pencil point facing the cardboard? Alright, like this. I'm not tracing like that. I'm always pointing towards the cardboard. There's another one. Go away and do your first row. Nice and neat. Come back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, next row. Now, you can do your next row and you can do it exactly the same way. Or, I found this looks really cool. You can turn this around, so line this up here. So you got that little corner there. Line it up straight, put it down with your blue tack, and trace a whole row going this way. Oh, look at that. And don't forget, I've got to keep going till I go off the paper. I can fit another one in here. So put that one there, line up that one there. And look, you've got that little bit there. It's important. So go off and do that stripe. Okay, so you've done that. Now we're just going to do the other side. How's that? Little mistake there. I'm going to get that off with a rubber, but that's looking pretty good.